London Has Fallen. London Has Fallen is the sequel to the very surprisingly popular Olympus Has Fallen back in 2013. The film stars Gerrard Butler as the president assistant who takes care of him. The film also stars Aaron Eckhart as the president of USA and Morgan Freeman as the vice president. Now, if you've seen Olympus Has Fallen, the plot for London Has Fallen is quite similar but to a larger scale. For example, in London Has Fallen, it's like a terrorist attack plot to take down the White House and take down the president. London Has Fallen is about the assassination of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and at his funeral, Mike Baring, or of course we know him as Gerrard Butler, he discovers a plot to assassinate every single world leader, and pretty much within that, shit gets down. Shit gets proper real in this film. And we have a short clip to show you before the review starts.
With security at unprecedented levels, this isn't just a gathering of the world's most powerful leaders, it is the most protected event on Earth.
Welcome to London, Mr. President.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Bugs the hell out of me.
Get down!
An attack has decimated the British capital.
5 of the world's leaders are now dead.
Stay with me. We'll get you out of here.
The American president
Now!
is unaccounted for.
As always, as I do on this channel, let's talk about the positives for London Has Fallen first. First of all, the action scenes in this film are absolutely amazing and a lot better than Olympus Has Fallen. Now, I did see London Has Fallen before Olympus Has Fallen, so yesterday before recording this, I watched Olympus Has Fallen to see what I thought of that, and I really enjoyed London Has Fallen. I did prefer it to Olympus Has Fallen. Purely the action scenes were more intense, and it did grip me pretty much from the 20th minute roughly of the film. It pretty much gripped me from there, pretty much up until the end of the film. The cinematography and CGI compared to Olympus Has Fallen was partly better. I'm not going to say it was fully better. You'll find out a bit later in the review. But I did prefer it to Olympus Has Fallen. The film was packed full of action from start to finish. Moving on to the characters, I thought Gerrard Butler was great in this film as the president's assistant, and this role was made for him in the movie. He was a great actor, and he provided a lot of suspense, a lot of excitement from start to finish. He definitely makes a very likeable character who just gets the work done and out the way. The rest of the characters in the film were good. They weren't excellent, but they were okay. For example, the president, Aaron Eckhart, he was good, and he definitely brought out the relationship between him and the assistant, their friendship, like behind the scenes. Morgan Freeman in this film was good as always, but he wasn't a major character, and he had a few lines within the movie, which I thought he could have had a little bit more, but that's just my opinion.
To our friends in the West.
Bakawe.
Number 6 on the 10 list.
What do you want?
Your president.
That's not going to happen.
This is a good build-up to the plot and climax, as Gerrard Butler definitely kicked ass in this film. He was absolutely great once again. Now moving swiftly on to the flaws of the film. First of all, the editing I thought it was very poor and just rushed. For example, in one of the scenes, it's like a car chase, and one of the cars tips over, and I think the director wanted to make a slow motion effect, but it didn't look very smooth. As you see in other movies, for example Deadpool, there's I did a review on that the other week. Some of the scenes were very smooth flowing, but it just felt it was very rushed. And another technical flaw with this film is the sound. I'm going to talk about that scene again with the car chase. There was Gerrard Butler talking in that scene, but you couldn't really hear him. Because the background noise was very overlapping, the characters, what they were saying. And a couple of times in the movie, I just sat there, I was thinking, I couldn't understand what they were saying because the background music was too loud. And I don't ever say that in other movies, but it's just a little point out. Also, some of the CGI, I'm not going to say all of it was bad, but quite a few little parts, the CGI explosions, flames, didn't really look that realistic. And that might have been because of the budget that they had. I think they had a similar budget to Olympus Has Fallen. But I was really surprised. I thought the budget would be a lot higher. But it was just the same. And the director, there was a different director to this film compared to Olympus. A different person who did it. The director insisted on more CGI, more special effects. But he wanted to keep the budget the same. So I wasn't really surprised about the CGI explosions, how realistic they look. But it's just something that could have been a little bit improved once again in editing or just effects in general. Finally, I think the movie should have been delayed until May, June, or just the summer. Due to all the terrorist attacks that have been going on in Paris at the minute, or back in November, quite a few people are still getting over the facts about terrorism. And a lot of people are really scared, especially London as well. London is a famous landmark, and terrorist attacks can happen anywhere. So if you're very familiar with that, or if you're very emotional compared to them things, this film might not be for you. But if you like action, for example me, I love action films, then I think you will enjoy this movie. Despite all the flaws and all the negative aspects within editing, I'm going to give London Has Fallen a 7 out of 10. So there you guys go, that was my review for London Has Fallen. Sorry my voice doesn't sound very good as usual, because I've got another cold, so I do feel quite awful. Just feel a bit dead at the minute, so sorry about that. I'll try and recover within the next week or so. If you enjoyed the review, leave a like and subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.